We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Same thing happens to broccoli. Okay, so like there's like certain vegetables, it says like they're better raw, and then certain vegetables they say are better cooked actually. And I'll read an example.
Okay.
Hold on, let me find it. Okay, here's a good one. Here we go. Cooking inactivates the enzyme, such that people chomping down on steamed broccoli only seem to get about a third as much of these special cancer-fighting compounds. At the same time, cooking one's broccoli seems to increase the bioavailability of the other cancer fighters called indoles, which help your body control hormone levels. See what I mean? Like, and then they said something about steaming greens. It actually helps with another thing in that aspect, whereas you're not getting the enzymes, but you are getting something else also.
Right.
So,
Well,
maybe a mixture.
Well, what the thing is you have to like chew your food, or you're not going to unlock those nutrients. But if you were to blend it, like into a green smoothie or something, or blend broccoli in there, it'd be better in my
Here's
opinion.
the thing: the average person doesn't want a green shake. I'm talking about me.
Okay.
I'm talking about somebody who's trying to break into a better diet without eating fruits and vegetables that are raw, and without trying to fool myself by taking those raw fruits and vegetables and making a shamrock shake out of them.
Yes. You don't have to have any
That
raw
doesn't
food if you
taste
don't.
good.
If you're just gonna do steamed vegetables, I mean, it's good to eat raw foods, but you don't need it if you eliminate the refined sugars, processed starches, and all the damaging
It's
foods.
really hard still.
Yeah.
And the sad part is, like, I thought, like, well, what if I just eliminate one? But then, like, my favorite foods have both. That's the problem. Bye-bye cookies. Bye-bye half-baked ice cream. You know?
Yeah.
So... Raw food what?
Replacements.
Yeah.
I know they don't sound good to you now.
So did we solve any problems?
Yeah,
We're trying to improve Brian's diet, but it's just not happening.
I didn't say that.
Because
Okay.
Brian, I'm
I'm
not
gonna eat more fruits and vegetables, but they're probably not gonna be as many raw as you would.
But you got to eliminate the other stuff.
raw, but I try not to eat refined sugars and processed starches. And I try to eat more and more veggies and stuff. What are you looking at?
I'm sure there's a processed starch on that plate, isn't
No,
there?
there isn't.
Eggs and cheese and
No.
bacon.
There's no bacon in that. I didn't take the one with bacon.
I'm gonna go get some with bacon, probably. Because I'm a good raw foodist and a good Jew.
Nice.
So, what else you want to talk about?
So, I mean, in the future, do you ever foresee yourself, like, definitely getting to a point where you're probably going to, like for me, I told you I'm going to probably eat smaller meals. Do you think that in the future you'll be eliminating any of those processed foods?
I think I'm gonna try to attempt. What I do right now is I have usually no breakfast, and I usually eat like a lunch and then a bigger dinner. And I know that's the opposite of what you should do. You should eat more in the morning and then less and less and less towards the closer to the time you go to bed. And I think I got to start doing that, because that's another thing they mentioned in the papers I was looking at. Like, that's like a big part of the non-caloric diet, I think.
Totally.
Yeah, so I want to try to do that. I'm taking small steps.
Cool.
I don't do fried foods hardly ever. I bought these tacos, which I'm sure you're not supposed to have on most of these diets, but they came and I could tell they were fried, and I was like, there it goes again.
The taco shell
The taco shell was...
So, my brother is a single man, by the way. I think, like, meeting a hot raw food woman would be very good, possibly. And you're going to be at the wedding, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm going to be at the wedding, and I do have one requirement.
Oh, God. What's the requirement?
And this might eliminate 95% of the people at the wedding, but you have to have had shave your armpits in the last 5 days, ladies. I mean, I realize it's hippie town and, you know, whatever, it's all natural, but, you know, there's certain things you can do still.
I'd say there'd be more than 5%. I'd say about 70% shave their armpits.
70% shave their armpits?
Yeah.
Sheila?
Angela's in that 70%.
Good job, Sheila.
Thanks, Brian.
So, alright, so what are you doing? You're doing speed dating and all that sort of stuff still?
Yeah. There'll be lots of people there.
Are you going to take part in the speed dating?
I might take part in the speed dating.
Sweet. My brother will be in the speed dating, and he's actually the best man at the wedding. And you're doing a speech, right?
Yeah, I'll come up with something. I'm sure. I'm also putting together your photo montage.
Yes.
What an integral part I am of this whole process.
Nice.
Cool.
Okay. Well,
And I'll be there, and I'm looking forward to meeting everybody.
didn't you have something you wanted to say, Mom?
Yeah, I did. I wanted to thank everybody for all of their comments and all of their responses to some of the questions I put out there. I really appreciate it, and they've actually really given me some food for thought. Not this kind, but food for thought. Actually, everything on here isn't too bad.
Good.
I have something to say too,
Thanks
actually.
again, guys.
In the same regards. Thank you to everybody. I got a bunch of emails that you know about from the last interview that I did. People explaining raw spirituality in their way, in their views of raw spirituality, because I was kind of confused on that. I still don't have any evidence of it other than what people have told me, but it sounds pretty interesting. And yeah, I got a bunch of comments on making desserts that taste like half-baked ice cream, which I don't believe. And I'm sure it tastes great once you're a raw foodist, but
Okay, so if you guys saw the last video with my brother, he said that he didn't want to eat coconut poop, which was the raw ice cream. Was that right?
something like that. I think it was a cheesecake or something.
Oh, cheesecake.
Pie.
So he's been willing and has agreed to try some raw chocolate ice cream. He's been very opposed. He's never done this before.
First, I'm going to clean my palate with fresh spring water. Alright, what I'm going to do now is judge the ice cream on 3 different merits. I'm going to smell it, I'm going to look at it, and I'm going to taste it. Let's start with looking. It looks just like ice cream. I mean, there is absolutely zero difference between ice cream and raw ice. What is this called? Raw ice cream?
Yeah, raw ice cream.
Because there's not really cream in here, though.
Right.
Let's call it a raw. What would you call it?
Cashew cream?
But is there cream?
It's
How about a raw cashew delight?
sounds
Frozen
good.
delight.
There you go.
Okay, so we're gonna try the raw cashew frozen delight. First, I'm gonna smell it. It smells just like ice cream.
Wow.
Yeah. Now I'm gonna taste it. This is the big one. Now, if half-baked is a 10, I'm not even gonna forget the cookie dough and the brownies. We'll just talk about the ice cream in the half-baked. Let's call that an 8, because I could probably make better ice cream at Bentley.
I'm a little bit nervous for this.
Here we go. Like even I could feel it. It feels like ice cream. Touch my thumb. All right, here we go.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.